Okay. Eric, what's up? Twyla, hello. Joanne, Paula. Paula's ready to share. Is that a IPA ready to go? Yeah, she's ready, which I love. I absolutely love. Let's go. Okay. Happy Wednesday. I know. Does anyone else feel like there's shifts happening in the air? There's this things are around the corner type of feel right now, which is good. Good, good, good. Let's see here. Okay. But check the participants and make sure to get this call out there. One thing we know is those that plug into this IPA call 100% are growing, they are moving, their businesses are really in the strongest of places. So grateful to have everyone here. Leah, what's going on? Anne, hello, hello. Yeah, hello. Liz, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Pam. Hello. You're back. You are back. Awesome. Danielle, hello. Great to have you. Hi. Hello. All right. Well, let's get this off the ground. I think we're already live, it looks like, which is fantastic. But good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever everyone's from. Great to see you guys. Give us a big wave. Or throw five in the chats if you're off video. Grateful to have you. Welcome or welcome back to the income producing activity call. I call this the culture hub. This is like the fireplace. This is one of the best things that I love that we do is we get to connect, we get to celebrate, but the most important thing is we get to talk about you and what you're doing to generate income in your business. And there's so many different ideas that are spawned from this, not from anyone that's leading the calls. Usually it's from you because you're the geniuses. So however big, however small, what we love to hear, by the way, as we get into this is an income producing activity is anything that yields income. So you made a sale, you enrolled a partner, however big, however small, they're all amazing. But we'd encourage you to raise your hand on Zoom. So there's a reaction button, click raise hand, and we'll just start going down the line in a bit to have you share what you're doing. And it's important as leaders to know how to celebrate victory and progress, right? How every single step forward is progress. Both knowing how to celebrate that, but also knowing how to share that so that you can teach others as well. Who here wants to see duplication, more people like you and your team doing what you're doing, right? The only way that can happen is if you let what happens to you, if you don't let it be a secret. So it's important. One tip that I've learned is this. Who here wants a hack to learn how to master things faster? All right, I'm going to give you a secret that I do. The moment that I learn something, I teach it. The one that teaches is the one that masters it. Who here's ever been in a scenario in life where you're teaching someone something and it's kind of like as you're teaching it, you're learning more yourself. You're like, oh yeah, I used to be a tutor. And then as I tutored, I'm like, I got mastery on those things itself. So that's why in this IPA call, we encourage you and we challenge you and invite you to also share and teach as well. So we don't need the whole story on your IP, but what'd you do? What was effective and what'd you gain out of that? So we'd love to hear absolutely from you guys. So hit those raise hand buttons, especially if you've never shared, but even if you've shared a lot too, no one's hogging it ever. We want you to absolutely do that. All right. So let me share a couple of quick announcements on today specifically. Number one, at least in North America, we have some major deals and sales that are ending today. We have our massive Summer Black Friday. Who here has already taken advantage of these, whether yourself or you sold or right? There's magic in deadlines, guys. So one major thing today is to make sure take advantage of this. This is something that I would have your list, and maybe you've already given these deals out there and people have just not responded to you. Simple IPAs, go through that list again. Hey, we talked about this sale. It's ending today. Is it something you're still interested in, right? Do you have any questions, right? So whether it's the buy 10, get 2 free in US or whether it's the 20% off on all of the products. Like there's so many different opportunities now to be able to use in US and Canada specifically. So drive this like crazy. Kelly Smith, you're a master tactician. I love to ask, like, what are some of the things that you're doing with these promos?
Yeah, so I was going to share an IPA, but someone mentioned it, I think yesterday or sometime this week, but stories. I've been really trying to get into my stories, and I shared a testimony about my husband. He's on the Advantage. I started him a couple weeks ago. He's been super faithful with it, and he's down 2 notches in his belt. And y'all, my husband's a big guy, and he's a blue collar guy. So to get him consistent on anything, you feel me if you have a blue collar husband. But he's done really well on the Advantage. So I just simply shared his story and said, "Hey, this is what has happening for my husband." And yesterday, which is super cool, I had three customers from my previous business reach out to me, and I've been sharing this for over a year, and they had not reached out to me. Three on the same day, and they all ordered the drops and the Advantage. And I had them in stock, so I got to have them come over and we got to visit. They were local, which was super cool. So I think being consistent in your stories is huge, and I think that's such a small thing that we take, for granted. We're like, oh yeah, in my stories, but man, people are watching the stories. They might not see the scroll, but they are watching the stories. So I think more consistency and more sharing in your stories is going to get you those sales.
So good. So from your stories, just to clarify, Kelly, great IPA. Are you just having people, they're just messaging you? Or are you proactively messaging anyone that's looking at your stories, or how are you doing
So
it?
it's so both for sure. I did a poll and I say either yes, you want like if do you want to check this out or are you ready to buy, like wait, ready to order? I say yes, or I say send info. So if
Mm,
someone's not sure they want to buy because they don't know what it is, they'll say send info. And I immediately send them the drop video, right? That's my go-to. I love those videos. I send James's video. I send Dr. Plant's video. There's three of my go-to videos, right? They're short, they're sweet, and they're very self-explanatory about the drops. So if someone says yes, and they never talk to me about drops, I'll still send them that and then have that conversation. Polls, I think, are great in your stories, but don't forget, not everyone wants to raise the hand tall. They do a turtle hand, which means they like the story. That means they're interested in the story. So go back and see who's liked it, who loved it, who showed interest and gave you that turtle hand because maybe they want more information. They just didn't click that poll.
so love that. Pro tip. Thanks, Kelly. Donna, did you have something on this topic, or you had an IPA separate?
No, actually, it was with Kelly's. I saw what Kelly did, and I actually duplicated what she did, and I did the same thing. And I also shared it to my story, and I too got two new customers from that. So thank you, Kelly. It's like I haven't done that for a while. I did purchase the 10 pack with that special that we have
Mm.
that ends today. So I thought, you know what? I need to move these boxes. So I saw Kelly do it, and even though I didn't get it yet, it's supposed to arrive today. I put it out there, and I got two new customers, one from a previous company and one that's watching her daughter on the drops and getting great results and now wants them. So they both purchased. And it's funny that you say that little turtle wave. Um, a lot of them don't even comment or like your post because they don't want people to see and they private message you. So that's how I got them. They came to my messenger and yeah, so thanks, Kelly.
So good. All right, everybody, go copy Kelly, go copy Donna, and go just take advantage of that today. But seriously, last day on the clock, there's so many people that are just waiting. They just need an excuse to buy, and a perfect excuse is a deadline. So today you can make many sales. So let's absolutely take advantage of that. Love it. Pam, did you have something on this or separate IPA? Yeah. Okay, something else. Gotcha. Perfect. All right, we'll get to you as well too. All right, couple more announcements as well. One of the biggest IPAs to do is going to a partner co event. All right, we have an event culture that is like none other. It just sets people on fire. We heard an incredible testimony. I see Christiane and Darlene here, for example. They just got back from the Canada Connect event. But any single time that you or your people can go to an event, plug them in. The way that I'm telling you, this is not common in companies, but we have a culture where anybody can feel comfortable bringing anybody. where you're like, I don't care. They can be I'd bring my mom to these events, right? I bring my son to these events. It's family friendly. It's inspiring. It's just so excellent and well done. People walk out feeling the partner code love. And it doesn't matter who you are. They're just incredible, right? I would submit that's probably the biggest X factor that we have as a company, as a recruiting tool, which is ultimately everyone wants to feel loved, seen, and heard. And that's what you feel at these events, right? So if you have the capacity to either go or grow it, do that. Of course, we have our Dallas PXP, the big one. But also we have these connect events, which are smaller regional events around that PartnerCo hosts. Columbus, Ohio. Who is going to Ohio by the end of Donna? Donna, you got to talk about this. Is in your backyard. Why are you excited about Columbus specifically?
I'm super excited because first of all, I know the importance of being at events. I keep thinking back, I mean, I knew how important it was already, but when I keep thinking back to what happened with Gina, she
Mm,
decided to come to Destin the night before, booked a flight, got there. She didn't care how it was going to happen, but she made it happen. And then she just exploded because of being in the room with all these people. So you feel the feels, if you are in person. And I'm super excited because I have a few local brand partners that number one, they're excited to meet all of you. They don't want to wait till September. They all have their PXP tickets, but I'm so excited to be able to bring I think I have 5 locals that I'm bringing with me there. So it's so important to be at these events. I can't say that enough. And I think all of you are aware of that and know that and agree. But yeah, I'm super excited. So I will never miss an event. If it's affordable to fly, I will be there. If it's in driving distance, I've driven as far as 11 hours to an event with my past company. So it's so important to be there.
100%. Yes, definitely. Who should go to these events? I mean, anyone can come, of course. I think this is the messenger group I just dropped in the chat. But especially if you can drive, that's typically like the general recommendation. If it's drivable within a day, make it out there. I mean, if you want to, you can fly there as well. But um, definitely if you're within driving distance. So Donna just said a bar, 11 hours to drive. Yeah, especially if you're less than 5 hours, like definitely something you'd recommend. If you're driving distance, this is what you're gonna feel. If you don't go, you're gonna feel massive FOMO because you're gonna think, I could have just gone. Then you're gonna see all the pictures, or you're gonna see all the videos. And you're like, I'm not in there. So don't feel the FOMO. Go there and start to grow there as well, too. So congratulations, Donna. That 5 will turn into a 50 very soon. I already know. So good, good, good. All right. I think that, oh, yes. And I gotta recognize this. Hey, Lindsay, glad to see you. You're looking amazing. We've been masterminding, and as you know, we've been driving towards Punta Cana for months, and it is officially done. Like it is done. And now we were talking with Cindy Lindsay yesterday. Just we're now planning out the event, and we're just it's around the corner. And we're getting these lists together. So I want to give a big recognition. I think we have everyone. If we miss someone, just let us know. But let's give a big congratulations for everybody that's qualified. Adela and Ann and Ashley and Beth and Bonnie, Candace, Carrie, Cassie, Cindy, 2 Cindys, another Cindy, 3 Cindys, Diane, Eileen, Eric, Gina, Ginger, Jacqueline, Jennifer, Katie, Lori, Leah, Liz, Louie, Lynn, Mary Claire, Marvich, Mike, Pam and Stephen, Paula, Roxy, Sandy, Mama Sandy Graves, Shauna, Sunny, Tammy, and Michael, Tammy Parrott, Twyla, and Winter. Huge congratulations, everybody. Like, wow.
James,
Wow.
we want to hear you do that again.
Do
Do it
get
again.
it once only. I know. Man. No, but this is huge. Remember, everybody that got on there, that means that they at least were able to go manager and above multiple times. Many of them were able to go other tiers like director and vice president and officer and so many. But the biggest thing is they were able to go above and beyond. The biggest thing is they were able to really step up in leadership. Their businesses are growing. And now they're all going to celebrate, which is awesome. So can't wait to celebrate with everyone there. And it's a big win for the entire organization, because I know if you're like, man, but my name's not on there. It's all good, right? Just know that as we do this, we are setting a foundation for how future trips can be done. Just note that by PXP, who here would love to win a trip, whether you already won one or not? Okay. It's a very big focus of Partner Co. As we're going around the world, I'm talking to the execs. It's tip of their mind. How do we bring more of us onto all these amazing trips? Just know by PXP, expect that they're going to be launching the next corporate trips, and expect that it's going to be done in a way that I think it'll be more modeled towards what we're doing, where it's like, do this and get this. So it's going to be super fun. But yeah, so congratulations to all of those qualifiers, which is amazing. All right. So with that, let's go into IPAs. All right. Oh, okay. One quick announcement too. Talk of the town, Machine 2.0. When's it coming out? How's it happening and everything? Generally, there's different phases, and this could be in the next couple of weeks. Lindsay, you've been working tirelessly. Cindy is like just in full tech mode right now. Lindsay, any updates or anything you want to speak about on machine? Maybe also like updates on it. And what would you say? Because there are cross today, right? People from cross lines are coming and they're asking, oh, what's the machine? And, can I get access to it? So any tips on fielding those as well?
Yeah. So Summit, can you hear me okay? I'm in the car.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So super excited about the Machine 2.0. We're definitely tired. It's a lot of work, as you guys know. Those of you that have been behind the scenes, some, or lack of, right? We're like in the trenches right now, building everything out. But we're super, super close, right? There's a lot. We got an update yesterday from our tech team. They had just done 1,500 codes. You guys, 1,500 codes. Yes. So when we say this is a massive, my husband said, Lindsay, it's millions of dollars worth. It's millions of dollars worth. Companies would pay a ridiculous amount for something like this. It is a huge undertaking, and it is absolutely going to be incredible. We were able to show now just keep in mind, Cindy and I don't even have the machine link yet, right? They're still working on it. I think, we got excited that it was going to be ready a little sooner than we thought, which is always how tech goes, right? It's like, oh wait, there's this thing, and then that takes all day, right? And you're like, dang it took all day to do that. But we just got some of the beta last night, and we were able to show James and Becky just that piece, and it was like, it's so beautifully done. And it's going to be absolutely, I think all of you I know the anticipation and all of the things. I'm waiting for it. Everybody's like, give it to us already. I promise. It's really close, but it's going to be really worth it. This is definitely going to be a game changer for your businesses. The simplicity and all of the little pieces, like I said, 1,500 codes just yesterday that they put in, and it will definitely be worth the wait. So as far as, and we're working on some other things right now today, so y'all are going to be excited about that too. That's going to all come together. But as far as if cross lines, right? So other teams, we have the most incredible teams in Partner Co. that we have really amazing relationships with, right? We love our cross lines. We really do have a culture. Brent Palmer says it all the time, of just blurred lines, where we work together with other teams, other partnerships in the company that they have a little bit of a different system, right? They aren't going to have the machine. So I do think it's important that we as leaders, we really respect other leaders in our company. That's super important to Cindy and I. I know it's super important to James and Becky, and I know all of you. Like this group right here, the Champions Network, just are really We build our foundation on respect and integrity and all of those things, right? So it is important to respect that they have a different system, right? A little bit of a different system. So I do think it's important to say, hey, we're really trying this out. We're really, this is something that's kind of new, and we're trying this out. But you guys are already, like, you're doing such amazing things with your system that we want to keep our systems rolling how they're rolling. Like, they do have an incredible system, right? So, and they do really incredible things with it. So I do think it's important that we don't confuse, right? It's one of those things where there's a fine line, but we also know that they have some amazing things that they're working on, right? I know Brent Palmer, James, you talked to him, he's got some amazing things coming as well. And I just think it's important that we are super respectful of everybody's system, and theirs works incredibly well too. So I do think I would say, I know you guys have such a amazing rocking system, and we're in the beta phase of this, so we will for sure keep you posted how that goes. So James, what are your
Yeah,
thoughts on that as well?
absolutely. Yeah. So someone just asked me this morning. So I say the same thing. And then I just let them know, like, corporate is watching all of this. Like, they
Yeah.
really are. So corporate, as leaders, I had an hour call with Brent Palmer yesterday, and we're talking about many things, including the different tools that we're all using. Because as leaders, we're all trying to do the same thing. We're all trying to make the lives of you and all of your future people easier. So as a
Yeah.
leadership and as corporate as well, we're always vetting the field for what are things that are really working that can be helpful across the board. Right. And that's kind of hard to find a tool that really helps everyone, because everyone's got their own stuff. Right. So I tell people, corporate is aware of this, and we're always looking to see if there's things that we can do to help the field as a whole. But for now, we're betaing it, we're testing it to make sure it
Yeah.
works, and focus on the things that are working for you, like
And
that.
I want to address something really quick too. I did a 6 and 7 figure earner mastermind with Eric Worre and top income earners. This was probably, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember. But he was teaching all of the 6 and 7 figure earners, just about, how to really create leaders, build leaders, systems, what happens in a company, what's the corporate end look like, and the field. And there was something that was really, really important that he said that I think it's so important for this group and really all of Partner Co. field to know and understand. And what he said was, when it comes to corporate's job is to, their job is to do all of the things that they do, right? They do these incredible events for us to come to. They do they get all of the customer service in place, and they're, looking at what we're doing as a field and bringing on promotions and talking with, the leaders that are out here in the field doing the thing and making sure they support them correctly. And they're watching the field's numbers, right? Where are these hot pockets? What's happening in these different groups? Who are, the top power rankers, the top leading teams? What are they doing? But what Eric Worre said was, it is our job in the field to really create the things and do the things. And then it's corporate's job to go, okay, look at what that is. Let's adopt it if it's exploding the company. It's really important to know that, because there have been some people, well, why doesn't corporate do this? Well, it is our job in the field to go out and take what corporate's given us, really put our spin on it, our knowledge on it, our experience on it, explode it, and then corporate pinpoint and go, that's the thing, right? Just like we've seen the system of growth, our group has really adopted that, the 7-day lunch and how we do the system of growth and how we put the before and after testimonials out there, right? The whole entire field created that, and then we've taken it and we've run with it, and then corporate supports it. So it is important to know that that's kind of the phase of, like, there's phases in this. And PartnerCo is only 2 years old. So yes, we have a lot of experience and a lot of leadership that's come from other companies together, which is beautiful, right? We have this 2-year-old company, but also this like real like legacy incredible group that knows what to do and how to do it. So we're really blessed in this space to have what we have here at PartnerCo. But we as innovators, all of us, this whole group, this whole champions network, we are really bringing some amazing things so that corporate goes, that's really special. So Eric Worre really did make me understand that we in the field are supposed to do the thing and explode it, and then corporate adopts it so that we can take it to the next level. So just wanted to like give you guys, that was something that was really eye-opening for me when Eric Worre shared that. And I wanted to give that to you guys as well, because I think it's really cool that we're in this space to do this, and corporate is watching, right? They're asking a lot of questions, and we're having Zooms with them as well. So it's really a cool spot for all of us to be in. So what we can do is once this rolls out, we really just explode it and show them how incredible it is. And up until then, right, we're almost there. Make sure you guys are really bringing a lot of prospects to the table. You're getting products, opportunity videos, all the things in their hands, and getting them on Zooms, three-way chats, whatever that is, with your leadership, because we want to make sure that they are set up for the beginning of this rollout. They can really, really be the first, the pioneers to roll something brand new out into the industry. It's going to be really incredible.
Huge golden nuggets right there, Lindsay. So guys, who here is committed to blowing up this system so we can help corporate, help everyone? That's our goal. So thank you, Cindy and Lindsay, for just your pioneering minds. Like, I just love, their brains are so attractive when they're in like tool making mode. Like, it's just amazing how it works. So thank you for sharing that, and very good insights. I want to give a quick update as well too for the champions retreat. I realized that the last list that I posted, we could not do what we're doing without amazing collaboration by our incredible leaders. Specifically, we have a group called the Circle of Champions. These are your amazing leaders that are just putting extra work to really serve and support you all the time. Donna Simbula and Kelly Smith and Dana and Amelia and Danielle Singh and Cindy and Lindsay, myself and Becky. So I realized that we didn't put them on the list. So they're all on the list. Of course, they're going to the event. Like, so congratulations. And they're building their businesses, right? So congratulations to everybody that's made this event. So appreciate you guys. All right, cool. Pam.
Good morning. I just have an IPA I want to share, and it's for people who have husbands that may or may not be actively doing the business with you. And maybe people who aren't on Facebook or not so Facebook forward. My husband is amazing at acting with people. He is a talker, and he does things like plays golf or goes to games. So what he does is he talks to people one-to-one, and he just shares, he listens, like he's playing golf with a group of people. He listens to what people say, and he's silent, just listens. And then afterwards he says, if I have something that may or may not help you, would you be open to just taking a look? So he goes right to the boards, and he sends that first. People express interest, and he sends them that. And that's about it. He does get us on a three-way call, and then I do all the rest. So if your husband isn't or doesn't have that time to be, or your spouse, whoever your spouse is, I'm sorry, it goes any way. But if that person doesn't have the time to do what you want them to do, or do it like you think maybe equally, we all have different gifts. We all have different things that we're better at. And so it's using your significant other to utilize them in the capacity that's comfortable for them. So it works well. He's been bringing me people all week, trying this. This one wants this one wants that. People who, may or may not do the business eventually, but for right now, they're customers who want to feel better. That's it. It works.
Super
Utilize,
huge.
yeah, how they are.
Super huge. The hubbies I've seen can absolutely be the best lead generators, and just have them brag on wifey. So yeah, have them share the story and teach them how to edify you, so that you can be the expert and just toss them there. So really, really good tip right there for
Yeah.
sure. Thanks for sharing that, Pam. Charmaine, you're next on my screen.
Hey y'all. Hello.
Hey.
All right. So I'm a little bummed about not getting Punta Cana, but that's okay. I was moving slow. It's getting better. So I posted wanting to try the drops. You could get a 12-month supply for $72 a month. And this was like right when it started. So this lady commented, she's from my hometown, has never, ever expressed interest about anything I've ever done. How do I get this deal? So I'm like, okay. So I send her a message. We're talking on the phone. She doesn't want to do the business. So I just ordered it under my account and sent it to her directly. So she has 12 months of drops for the $73 a month or whatever. So I talked to her. I'm like, okay, so if you start seeing this, if you start feeling this, start talking about it. So then if people want to buy it, we can get you signed up and they can order from you instead of me. So she agreed to that. But then the other thing I wanted to share was I posted Cindy's video in my stories. So I have a friend who I've been doing network marketing with for 13 years. She's huge in the industry, huge, 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 probably $200,000 a month huge. She commented on it and said, love her. And it was just Cindy. And I'm like, she's amazing. They're creating this amazing thing for us, blah, blah, blah. And then she sent hearts back, but she's not one that will ever join somebody else. Like she wants to be the top of everything. So she wouldn't join me. So I'm not even in there, but they're watching. She's watching. She doesn't comment on anything about partner codes. So that was cool. But yeah, that's it.
Nice. Congratulations. Yes. And by the way, that there's a 3-minute video that Cindy did on what is the machine 2.0. We just tossed it into the Done For You Champions Telegram group if you're in that. So that one's a really big one. But I love what you did, Charmaine, about getting a 10-pack. And it breaks down the pricing of the product. So whatever pricing you want to promote, whether it's 70, that's like flat price, like, literally broken down for either. Or if there's a discount or however you want to put it, it's powerful when you make a post and you say, hey, I just put in a bulk order for the drops and they're extra discounted. Like if you want to grab one, like I have limited supply, who wants one? And giving that opportunity, like what Charmaine just did, it just creates that FOMO and it works so well. I've seen many of you do that and it generates leads and it generates customers because they're like, they just need an excuse to do that. So if you know who here, by the way, either got the 10 pack a deal or you're going to get the 10-pack deal. Yeah. So give me a waiver, put me in the comments. That's a post that you could do. It's like, why not? Like we grabbed it. Let's go promote that we did and then give people that opportunity. It's also something you can DM people. Hey, I know we talked about the drops before. I just happened to place in a bulk order, extra discount on that. Curious if you'd be interested in grabbing one. Just simple little things to give people that excuse to buy. You can do that right now. All right. So good tip, Charmaine. And I love your attitude, by the way, on Punta Cana. Charmaine's one of those people that I already know that when things click, and they will, the type of explosive growth that you're going to feel and see is going to be so incredible. And it's going to be one of those things, Charmaine, that other people outside that don't know your story are going to be like, oh, she's so lucky. Oh, must be nice. But all of us here know Charmaine's story. You're committed, you're consistent, you are doing the do. And I just promise you, because I've been in those shoes for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're developing deep roots, sister. So it's right around the
corner.
It's
coming.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
James, can I say something really quick?
Yeah.
Charmaine, I love you. You're amazing. I'm so excited for you. I want to share. So your friend, your top income earner friend, right, who's watching. And James can attest to this. Cindy and I watched and stalked and all the things for a while, right?
Yeah.
Cindy and I were the top of previous companies, right? We were the ones that we came in and we were number one of those companies, okay? And I will tell you that the thing that was the most attractive to us about Partner Co was the fact that we didn't have to be the top of Partner Co. Meaning, we could if we wanted to. We could run and go to the top and be the very top of Partner Co if we wanted to. But there were other people that were inspiring. There were other people that we didn't have to be the only ones that everybody was looking at. And it was really, really a moment for us. And this comes from somebody that is a top. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because it's really important for all of you right now, especially with the machine coming out, to be out there and have this posture and this bulletproof vest on, because I'm telling you, you are going to have 200,000, 500,000, $1 million a month earners like we are, looking at the machine going, okay, they are not going to care, right? They're not going to care whether they're the first one in our company or the 500,000th one in our company. They're not going to care, because they're going to know the power of this machine with their organization, and that they can, if they really want to, become the number one income earner in our company and be the top. The way our structure is built here, and the way, and Tim Sales says this all the time, and James, you could probably say it better than I can, but Tim Sales says that you are the one, you start the number one. There's nobody like you are the one that starts the number one in the company. With the way our structure and our compensation plan works, you could literally start. I mean, anybody could start right now and be the number one of our company and blow everybody. We've seen it happen, right? And blow everybody out. So it's really important to know that it's a different build and it's a different compensation plan, and they just don't know that yet. So it's important that we get the information in front of them for them to know and understand that, so that she can go, oh, wait, so I can, right? Because there are some people out there that do want, right? I don't know her, Charmaine, and I'm not talking specifically about her, but there are some people out there that are like, no, I have to be the first, or I have to be the top, or I have to be the number one, right? I do know that there are those people out there. But what's so exciting when you've been in the industry for a long time and you've built huge organizations and you are kind of the ceiling, when you see that there's so many other incredible leaders, and it rises you and inspires you, and you're able to, like you're like, oh, this is way bigger than I could ever imagine. So I just wanted to throw that out there, because Charmaine, I think that she is somebody, especially if she is, in your inbox and watching things, you are so incredible that I know that she would absolutely join you in a heartbeat. So I just want that to be like a huge thing for this whole group. We have incredible people like that watching. And the reason she said something to you or asked is because she's interested, right? And you're amazing, and you can absolutely recruit her to Partner Co. No doubt.
We'll try. We're working. I just sent you the screenshot of what she said, so you know who it is.
Perfect. Awesome. Love you, honey.
Pro tips. Thanks, Lindsay. It's absolutely true, for sure. Vanessa.
Good evening. I'm glad I stayed awake tonight because I fell asleep on the Zoom the other night. I don't know if anyone saw. I was a bit embarrassed. I woke up and everyone was gone. And then last night, I don't know, I fell asleep waiting for the Zoom. So finally I'm here to show up. So really quickly, I just wanted to share. I mentioned about a week ago how I actually got on the phone to someone who I thought would be a potential customer, and they're going to be when they run out of their things. And so then I developed the confidence from that conversation to get on the phone actually just tonight and ring someone who, again, these are people who are not big Facebook people. So I thought they may not be seeing what I'm doing. And I rang him to develop a conversation that would lead into potentially a brand partner. And he's just accepted the invite to the group. We actually talked for 2.5 hours. And I mean, I'm very strategic on these conversations. I wouldn't just ring anybody because they take time. However, we spent, quite a bit of time talking about this, and he is amazingly super keen to learn about the products. And he just straight away, it was like amazing how he just picked up on it. And he's just like, I think I want to do this. I think this would really work. So how I led into the conversation though, I kept asking questions. And I thought eventually a topic will come up where I can sort of like, I might better help you there. And he did start talking about his daughter with endometriosis and um, all sorts of complications there. And then straight away from there, I didn't even have a chance to say much. He went on to talking about he lives in a country town. And he said, I don't know what it is about this. It was like it was made for me, this conversation. He goes, I don't know what it is about this town, but everyone's obese. And I'm like, yeah, I know, because my parents live in a town not far. I go, yeah, I know, I've noticed that too. And he goes, and so I went into this and I said, look, I don't know if this would interest you or not, but I just got a feeling from what you said. And that's how I went into it. So it was a very soft kind of that he could easily exit if he wasn't interested, and it didn't sound pushy. And that's where he just went in, oh my God, da, 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 and it went from there. So, we'll see. He's very, very keen. But the other person who, again, this was a face-to-face one. So, a girlfriend who just happened to be visiting Bali and she didn't realize I was here. She thought I was back in Australia. Anyway, we caught up and I just kind of I noticed, this sounds awful and judgmental saying this, but it's true. I noticed that she'd put on a lot of weight since we last spoke. And I was going to say, not I've noticed you put on weight, but I just said something, how you're feeling, how things going, how's life, and just again, lots and lots of questions. And that naturally brought it up for her. She said, oh my God, since we last saw each other, Vanessa, I've put on so much weight. And so again, it's just from answering lots and lots of questions. And now she's interested in becoming a brand partner too. So, yeah, Lindsay, that was the one I mentioned in the thing. So, but it's just, I guess the point that I was going to say is that it's just by asking questions constantly, um, they give you, if you're doing face to face, they give you the thing to bring up rather
Mm.
than, so I do it, rather than actually saying anything. It's a very soft, gentle way to go in. Yeah.
Love it. Pro prospecting tips. Vanessa, can you update us once they buy or join as well too? We'll complete the story on that. But it really isn't, that's not just face to face. That's online. That's in anywhere. Asking questions. And I love the way you lead into it. This may or may not be for you, but I just had this feeling. Like that's a really good soft way to be able to lead from a previous conversation where they brought up some hot buttons and then go into the prospecting conversation. So that's really, really good. In our IPA tracker, having your conversation, having activity every day that's exactly what you do. So be intentional. But if you just take what Vanessa just said, be a master of listening and asking inquisitive questions, eventually people are going to bring up things that we can help for sure, because we deal with some of the biggest problems in the world. So thanks for that tip, Vanessa. Love it. And thanks for staying up for us. Guys, we don't know, Vanessa is in Bali. It's like almost 11 p.m. over there. So that's why she's falling asleep, but that's commitment. So love it. Miss Paula.
Sorry, I was having a hard time getting unmuted. So excited. My family does have a lot going on, and I appreciate your prayers and continued prayers. I serve a big God, and He's going to take this mess and somehow turn it into a testimony and a message that's going to help others. I just believe that. Um, so I did the 2-day event on Friday and Saturday at the Cameron Hot Air Fair here in the community where I live. And Saturday morning, the lady that was in the vendor booth next to me was a friend of mine. She ended up enrolling as a customer with a 3-pack. And then Sunday, I went to my aunt's 100th birthday party and ran into my sister-in-law who is having some significant health issues. And so I said, okay, we'll get you on these drops. I'll come to St. Joe and bring it tomorrow. A lady that I had spoke with at the hot air affair on Friday called me Monday morning, and she said, "You know, my husband was looking at. I took your card. I'm so glad I did. My husband was looking at it. We can only order these online, and we really don't like to do that." And I said, "Well," I said, "please remind me where you live." And she told me, and that happened to be like 15 to 20 minutes from St. Joe. And I said, "Well, I'm coming there anyway." And before I left for St. Joe, another lady that I had communicating with that's interested in sharing, but she wants to get some of her own results first. I dropped her off a box. So I ended up selling 4 boxes on Sunday, which is super exciting. And then the hormone body balancing challenge, I have a brand partner that she just didn't think they would work for her, just kind of stopped taking them. And anyway, the body balancing challenge got her motivated, got her back on board. I helped her yesterday to get an order placed and get a subscription set back up. So that was very positive. And then also, I just wanted to encourage you all that when you're doing your own, sharing your own testimonies, share them back into our customer groups, because I am now in conversation with other people that, I've talked to them. I know them personally, and now they're reaching out and it's generating conversation because they are in the customer group and they saw my testimony there. I've posted it on my own personal page, but she didn't see it there. She saw it in the customer group. So get your people in the customer groups. Another thing that I wanted to encourage is whatever medications you're off of. In those pictures I shared in my testimony, I shared a picture of all of the medication I used to take that I'm off of. That is an absolute attention getter. I use it at Drop Talks. I started using it at vendor events, and I started posting it on my testimony, and people are shocked and they want to know more. So I had a lady reach out to me just during our IPA call about our 20% off sale. And she says, "I want to know all about all these products." So I quickly just sent her some information about each one. I told her I have a 10:30 appointment. Would you like to talk after that, or would you like to message through Messenger? Here's some info to get started. So if you think people aren't watching, they're watching. I'm friends with that lady that reached out during our IPA call because I added people to my friends list because it's part of the tracker. So do the tracker. Even if you feel awkward, it feels weird, just do it. I had another lady that I sent a friend request to, and she messaged me and she said, "Do I know you?" I said, "Well, actually, we have lots of mutual friends." I said, "You're friends with my husband, Duke Allen, and I knew your late father." And she says, "Oh, okay." And she accepted my request. So it may feel weird if they reach out to you like that. Just go back to their profile and figure out how you can connect the dots to make them feel safe, that you're not some strange weirdo or something. So just do the tracker, do all the things. People are watching. It will happen. Things go slow for me at times, and then it picks back up. So during the times like Charmaine, when it's slow, don't give up. Just keep going, keep doing it. It's going to come back around. If I can do this, guys, we can all do this. Seriously, because I've said my whole life, I am not a salesperson, and I'm not, but I love helping people. I love serving people, and I want everybody to feel as well as I do. So my testimonies that I put in the groups, you don't need to ask if you can share it. Share it, please. Help people feel well. God bless you all.
Come on. Mic drop on that. So many amazing things there, Paula. Congrats. Consistency, it's a 90-day thing. We talked about Paula before, how she started completely different than where she's at now. So testament to just following the tracker, to doing the daily do, and get into that. Paula, you're just contagious. So everyone wants to get started with you. Share your stories. If you haven't done that in your prospect group, so it's Drop Revolution of Wellness 360, do that. Keep on sharing over and over again, because your prospects are in those groups and it helps the entire community. And of course, post it into your own personal page as well too. Well done. And I love the tips. Yeah, you have such an incredible testimonial, Paula. So well done.
Thank you.
Absolutely. For sure. Pam, we don't have time today, unfortunately, but if you don't mind tomorrow, that'd be awesome. But to conclude today, so many amazing IPAs. We have an incredible Breakfast of Champions call right after this. We got Kelly Smith today. talking about the power of emotional quotient. And I already know when Kelly speaks, there's fire. Kelly, do you want to say anything about your BOC?
How do I say this? Have you ever been your own worst enemy in your business? Here, okay, here when you overthink things or react to things or take things personally, you want to be on this call because this is something I had to grow a muscle big time over the last 13 years in this industry, and it's been super helpful. So hopefully it will inspire y'all.
Love it. Thanks, Kelly. Perfect. All right. And heads up, we made an upgrade to the BOC line. So there's a US number, but for international markets, including Canada, there's now an app you can use rather than a phone number. And it's easy to use and everywhere. So it's in the captions and it's in the stuff. So we can plug into that. All right. So we'll close out with prayers. So if you want to linger for that, definitely say if you want to pop off, absolutely honor that as well too. But today we have Miss Lisa Swanson, who is also our newest manager. So congratulations, Lisa. We'd love to share. Would love to have you share your IPs tomorrow if you don't mind. But
yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, oh my gosh, thank you, Jesus, for just all the things. Thank you for all that you have just given us in Partner Co. and this community of wonderful, wonderful men and women. And you just know what we need when we need it. And we just thank you for that. And I just pray for just more of that wisdom inside as we draw from you, as we share from for other people, that because you are bringing those divine appointments to us, Father God, and I truly, truly believe that and have been experiencing that myself. And as I set myself aside, as I do my self care, yet I share with others with Partner Co. what these great products are doing for me. It's just so easy, and I just thank you for that, God, that I can set myself aside while I am actually helping other people. And I don't know if that's a word for somebody right now, but I just thank you, Lord, that you are just in all of this and you have created it all and you're creating the machine with Lindsay and Cindy and just all the things. I just want to thank you. I want to thank you and praise you and give you all the glory in it and just continual peace in it all as we grow together and succeed and prosper in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you. Amen.
Thank you. God
Thank you.
Amen. Have a blessed day,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Everyone.
Great day.
Thank you.
Amen. Have a great
Thank
day.
you,
very much, everyone.
everyone.
Blessings.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.